Hi, I'm Eitan Pinsky at Pinsky Mortgages. The stress test was brought in 2016, and what that did was require the lenders to assume that your actual mortgage payment was higher than what your payment would be. And the reason why they did this is they wanted to make sure that if interest rates were to increase once your mortgage renews, you'd be able to pay the higher interest rate. So they're stress testing your mortgage against a higher interest rate. Now, in 2015 and 2014, there already was kind of a stress test. If you were getting a variable rate mortgage and the rate was at 2%, they would have to assume that your mortgage payment would be based off of a stress test rate, a qualifying rate per se, and that's what we have now. The qualifying rate was higher than the fixed rate, and the fixed rate was just the rate. So if in 2015 you were purchasing a property and you wanted a variable rate, you could afford about 15 to 20% less than if you were to get a fixed rate, because the variable rate would be stress tested at, I believe at the time it was 4.64%, and your actual payment on the fixed rate would be stress tested at about 2.69 or 2.49, whatever it was at the time of 2015. Now today, we have a stress test of 5.25, that's the qualifying rate, or 2% higher than the actual rate that you're getting. The variable rate is about 2% right now, so you're going to get, or a little bit lower, or a little bit higher around there, so you're going to get a stress test of 5.25 or 4%, whichever is higher, so it's 5.25. But on the fixed rates, we're seeing some fixed rates at about 3.69 and 3.79. Therefore, the stress test would be 2% higher than that at 5.69 and 5.79. What this does is it actually decreases our affordability. In the past, if you were to get a variable rate, your affordability would be lower. Now, with something that's variable, even though there's uncertainty in the payment, it actually is easier to qualify for than the fixed rate. The fixed rate, again, would be at around 3.69, 3.79, and you'd have about a 5.5% decrease in affordability if you were to take a fixed rate versus a variable rate. I'm not saying that one is better than the other for your specific situation. It's just that it is what it is. The fixed rate is now harder to qualify for than the variable rate. I find it a little bit interesting and suspect, and we might have a change in the qualifying rate from 5.25 upwards because of this. I'm Eitan Pinsky at Pinsky Mortgages. Thanks so much for looking at my video. Bye.